Hey, how often do you use this app? Yep, the CBE Mobile Banking App. And why do you use it? For me, it's almost always to transfer money and sometimes to check if CBE had done their miracle again and my balance is doubled. Just kidding, CBE. But let me just say this outright. The CBE app's UI UX is a mess. Yep, I said it. It's shallow, inconsistent, and honestly annoying. So today, we're going to redesign it. Let me explain. If you're someone who just logs in, taps transfer, picks an account, pays, and logs out, you might not notice the flaws. But stick around and let me walk you through an example. Let's say you want to pay your monthly Wi-Fi bill. What would you look for? Something simple like a payment button, right? Makes sense. But here's what actually happens. You log in and think, could it be under transfer? Nope, that's only for account-to-account transfers. Maybe pay for? Nope. Ethio Telecom isn't there. Okay, how about other payments? Wrong again. Government services? Makes sense since Ethio Telecom is government owned. But no, that's just for taxes. Finally, you try utility and boom, there it is. Ethio Telecom postpaid. See what I mean? It's a mess. A single payment function is scattered across multiple sections. A good UX should guide you intuitively. No guessing, no trial and error. But here, it's like a kukulu. But that's not the only problem. Here are a few examples. What is even this? Why does it look like they just cut the upper part from the home page and the lower part from the transaction page just to create a page? Yes, I get it, it's an account page, but was that necessary? We'll see later. And where's dark mode? Seriously, CB, it's 2025 now. Dark mode isn't just nice to have, it's a necessity. There's probably more to complain about, but these are the ones that bothered me the most. Now, let's talk about the user interface. Where do I even begin? Icons? Repeated, inconsistent, outdated. Typography, the fonts, random. The sizes, all over the place. Color scheme, poorly thought and lacking contrast and inconsistent. Alright, enough complaining. Let's make it better. Here's my approach. Dark mode first. We will design the app in dark mode. I know CBE is nothing without its signature purple, so we will use a darker purple for background and highlight it with golden accents. For the light mode, we will stick with a brighter version of purple for consistency. Now I know the dark purple isn't on their color palette, but we're gonna add it anyways because the golden accent in the purple one have poor contrast. We obviously need more on the palette. Icons, we'll use a modern, consistent icon pack. Font, we will switch to red hat text, which is clean and professional. Colors, since I couldn't find an official CBE color palette, I generated one based on their logo, including both light and dark mode options. Now, let's tackle the core problems in the user experience. First, focus on the core features. The app should prioritize the features people actually use. Transfer and receive, whether it's a direct account transfer or payment or wallet transfer, or receive and request via account features. By the way, I tried this service and it didn't work, but that's a backend issue we won't focus on for now. 2. Declutter the interface. Rarely used features should be moved to secondary menu, while key features like request or transfer should be accessible directly on the homepage. Now I know there might be people in the shadows using these features consistently, but right now I'm gonna consider my experience and the people I know and what I think is widely experienced. Simplify account management. Let users switch accounts with a single tap and make sure all transactions updated automatically based on the selected accounts. Boom, this just became useless. You can check transactions once you switch accounts on the homepage. As simple as that. QR code payments. If you are following the news, National Bank of Ethiopia has mandated QR code payments on every payment. So there should be a big visible scan QR code button right in the middle of the dashboard instead of the corner.
Unreasonably uncountable hours later.
CBE makes around 26 billion per year. A company this big shouldn't be doing the bare minimum just to exist. They have the power, the influence, and the responsibility to contribute, not just to the banking sector, but also to design and user experience standards in Ethiopia. I'm not saying what I made is the perfect solution. Like I said earlier, I based this redesign on my own experience and what I think is common among users. But this app is used all over Ethiopia. It might even be one of the top 10 most used local apps in the country. And honestly, it doesn't feel like it was built with a real user research in mind. No polls, no data-driven design choices. Just something that works, I guess. I'm not also saying it has to follow the minimalist approach I use. Personally, prefer it, but design should be tailored to the users. I recently watched a video on how Chinese apps like WeChat use maximalist design because their culture values collectiveness over individualism and simplicity. Maybe that style suits Ethiopia better, I don't know. Anyways, obviously I'm not officially rebranding CBE. I'm just doing this for free out of curiosity. But if you want to support my work, hit that subscribe button and drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.